Yo, 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 what the deal, baby? I'm back again. Lakers Chronicles. Got about two or three different topics we want to talk about today. So I'm gonna start off with some bad news. So tell me why D'Angelo Russell was left off first team all rookie. Starting to think that maybe the reason why he was left off is because of the confrontation that started between him and Nick Young. It's starting to look like because of the end of the season, some feathers was ruffled or whatever like that. I believe that caused him a spot on the all rookie first team. And if you look at Devin Booker, who I think had a pretty good season, definitely after the All Star break, their stats are identical. So I want to know, why did Devin Booker get the nudge over D'Angelo Russell? Now you have to take this into consideration. Um, Russell is playing with Lou Williams, who is a shooter. Kobe Bryant, definitely a shooter. Randall was getting his shots. Clarkson was getting his shots, and so on. But with Devin Booker, he didn't have a Bledsoe or a Knight or anybody that was going to demand a lot of shots. I think the second person who shot the ball was probably Archie Goodwin. So if you take that into consideration, he had the green light a little bit more to shoot the ball, and I just feel like maybe our Laker was snubbed from making all first team, which it was done is done. But I think that would give him some fuel for next year to show out, and I hope it do. And to consider that Julius Randle wasn't considered a rookie this year, even though he only played 7 minutes last year. So I feel like he was snubbed. I know the Lakers fans feel like he was snubbed, and hopefully, like I said, that adds some fuel to the fire. Now, recently we got some news from Mitch Kupchak been saying that he's never really thought about trading a pick. Now I know Mitch, he's a genius, one of the smartest uh, guys you'll find when it comes to making trades. Getting that rare talent. Mitch knows exactly what he's doing. I feel like he's not really shopping his number two pick. Anytime you get a high pick like that, you're not going to trade unless you're getting a lot of value back or something that we could use. Like I said, he might trade this pick and get two picks further down the draft, or get the working out players and see, hey, this guy got some talent. I can grab another small forward, not Brandon Ingram, and get the same production for a lower pick, and maybe possibly get another pick and pick up a big, like the kid Jones from Vanderbilt, or you got the big guy from Purdue. Um, you just never know what Mitch is going to do. But I will say that the Paul George trade actually happened. Laker fans don't really get too hyped up about that, because you think about Paul George, he's 26, 27 years old. He got a couple years left in him, and that's cool. But do you trade away a kid who's 18 years old with a 7 foot one or two wingspan, 6'9" in height, can shoot the ball, plays defense, has back to the basket moves already? You name it, he can do it. I don't think you trade that just yet. And to be honest with you, I think Paul George is definitely, Paul George is definitely a hell of a player. But do you give up two players for one? Do you give up a Jordan Clarkson and a pick for a Paul George? I don't think Paul George guarantees you a playoff spot. I don't think that Chicago is going to trade Jimmy Butler as well for our pick and maybe a Jordan Clarkson, or I don't know who else we could throw in that trade, but I don't see it happening. But what I could see happening, the only trade that I think Mitch would actually do is trading that pick for Demarcus Cousins. But you got to take this into consideration. The Sacramento Kings are going to want at least that pick and two more players. Are you willing to give up the number two pick, Jordan Clarkson, and Julius Randle for Big Cuz. Boogie. Um, it's a hard decision to make, man. Boogie is probably, no, I ain't gonna say probably. Boogie is the best center in the league right now. The boy can stretch the floor. He can bang down low. Yeah, he got a little attitude, but hell, he a center. We want a center to have a little attitude, be a little tough. We don't want no soft boys up in here. Phil Jackson said it best. The NBA stands for no boys allowed. So, that boy is all man. I don't know if I would trade 3 players for him. I probably wouldn't put. I would hate to see Julius Randle go, but for Demarcus Cousins, we might have to let that go. That's the only trade I can possibly see in Mitch Kupchak doing for a player. Like I said, he might do a trade and get 2 more picks, but actually a player, I don't think Indiana's going to trade Paul George, and I don't see the Bulls trading Jimmy Butler. Um, who else? Let me think of some other players. That's really about it. I don't think nobody else is going to be even on the list. Now, I did have somebody ask me about Ben Simmons. Is Ben Simmons going to find his way to LA? I'm gonna say this. I think Ben Simmons is an excellent talent. Is he gonna? He has a higher ceiling than Brandon Ingram, from what a lot of professionals say. But hey, them same professionals said Steph Curry wasn't gonna be better than Johnny Finn, Ricky Rubio, and the guys drafted above them. So that tells you what they know. Um, if we get Ben Simmons and he finds his way to LA is definitely going to accept him with open arms. But I want him to know he got to work on his game, and he got to bring it, because LA is not definitely one of those places where you can just be on cruise control. If you ain't working on your game or trying to be the best player in your position or in the league, you might not want to bring your talents to the West Coast. So, um, it's the Chronicles, man. I'm definitely ready to get deeper to these conversations. So far, nothing really over the top. I'm gonna keep y'all boys posted. You got any questions? Hit me up, like, subscribe. More videos to come as we get closer to this NBA draft. You know what it is. Chronicles.